Bodean Seafood Restaurant. We were in our other location for 38 years. The move had been on the horizon for a long time because of the expansion of I-44, and then this location opened. It seemed like a perfect fit for us. The DOT provided a substantial portion of what it took to build this restaurant as part of their efforts to move everybody from that side of the road. All local art, local glass blowers, local architect, local designer. They work very closely with Mary Faulkner, our owner. She had a lot of input, a lot of really good ideas, and then you can see for yourself what they've done with it. It's nautical and aquatic, but not in a really precise way. It's kind of vaguely modern. I think that she worked very hard to give it a nautical feel without it being overtly so, being a sort of a modern interpretation of that, and I think it's been very successful. The dining room, main dining room in there seats 96. We can fit 50 comfortably in our banquet room, and then another 40 to 50 in here if necessary. And then we do have plans for a patio in the future too. We just probably will do that in spring as opposed to winter. The market next door has also seen a pretty significant increase as well, and to a certain extent our wholesale business has increased also. The fish market is the kind of the cornerstone of our business. It was what was established first. It allows us to serve the freshest food and the fish in the restaurant because we don't have to worry about carrying it in our inventory, about it going old. We always can just go into the market, cherry pick what we need for a day, sell it all, do the same thing the next day, and then they're constantly getting fish in 2 or 3 times a day. It pretty much just adds up to us having the freshest fish in town. Yeah, we make our own bread, make our own mozzarella cheese next door. They've got a whole case full of different prepared salads that they make on site, all of it from scratch. We smoke our own salmon, make our own salmon pate. From a chef standpoint, having all that taking place in the market is a real godsend for me because, it's there. I'm a kid in a candy store. I can just go over there and pick out what I need, what I want to use. Yellowfin tuna with the chilled soba noodle salad, wasabi vinaigrette, and a sweet soy reduction. The tuna itself is sesame crusted, pan-seared. In this particular instance, it's seared rare. The salad is chilled, and the wasabi gives it a nice kick with the saltiness of the soy reduction. Halibut with brioche for grilled cheese sandwich, tomato soup, and a micro basil salad. Just an interpretation of something that I used to eat all the time as a kid, kind of playful and fun. It's something that as a chef I like to do, get back to my roots, and also take things that you wouldn't ordinarily think of as being gourmet or fine dining and turning them into such a thing. Tuna tartare, just a staple item at Bodean's. Actually used to be on the menu at our other restaurant on Brookside, T Squared, back when it was still open, and for that reason we never ran it here, but when they closed I stole the recipe and put it on the menu here, and it's been there ever since, and it's something we sell hand over fist all day. I think that especially coming from across the street where it was a little, what's the word I'm looking for, dated, and also a little warm into this restaurant, I really feel like with the architecture and the atmosphere here, we can compete with any restaurant in the country. And I've always felt like our food and service was on par with anywhere else in the country, but it's really nice to have it all come together. And I don't think we really understood how successful it was going to be once all 3 elements were in place at the same time. The food is phenomenal, the service is phenomenal, and the facility really speaks for itself. It's a gorgeous restaurant.